What's up, Drips? I'm here today at Melby Coffee and Tea House in Watauga, and I'm repositioning my lid because there's a giant sticker on the other side of the cup that has the name of the coffee house on it. And out of niceness, just in case it doesn't taste good, I don't want to advertise it the whole time we're talking. So, but if it is good, turn the cup around later and you guys can see it. My husband's shaking his head at me. So, yeah, we're at Melby's, and it's a really cute little coffee shop. And we stopped at another coffee shop before we got here, and it was a place that had coffee flights, but it's Memorial Day and they were closed. And so as we were driving there, I told myself that if we went there and I got 4 coffees, actually I can't remember which way I said it in my head. I think this is a deal I made with myself. If I got 4 coffees, if I got a coffee flight, I would not tell you the story. But if they were closed, because I knew that was a possibility, and I only got 1 coffee, I was going to tell you a very bad story. So it's not interesting. Feel free to go ahead and just stop the video now. But as we were explaining to you guys in our last video that how this all came about, it made me think of another really bad story. Several years ago, our family decided to start worshiping at a different church. And after we started going there, they passed out kind of like little papers to get to know you for the directory. And they asked on the paper one of the worst questions in the world, which was, what are your hobbies? And I just hate that question anytime anyone says, what are your hobbies? Because for multiple reasons. First of all, I don't have any hobbies. I have no skills. And but also, why are you asking what are your hobbies in a directory? What are your intentions? Are you trying to look to fill up somebody's house with extra figurines, which are something that you collect, which is really nice. But I'm thinking I don't need any extra things in my house, and I don't have any hobbies. So I was actually filling out the paper before sitting in church, right before church started, and my husband was sitting right next to me. And as I was filling out the paper, I could, like he kept looking over at what I was writing, like he was all up in my business. And so I thought I would mess with him. I had this genius idea. Like, first of all, I don't have any skills like we established. And second of all, I didn't want to collect things or, I didn't want people giving me things. But the one thing I do like is drinking coffee. And it was just like this genius moment. I was like, drinking coffee, that's my hobby. And if anyone wants to give me things, maybe they'll give me coffee gift cards. So I was like, this is amazing. It's like this total genius. Like, yes, that is my hobby. Well, because I saw my husband all up in my business, like looking at what I'm writing, I was going to mess with him. And so under where it says, what are your hobbies? I just started writing drinking coffee, but I just wrote drinking and didn't write the coffee yet. And I was just going to put drinking and to yank his chain a little. And the problem is he quit looking and then church started. So I put the paper next to me on the pew and was going to, when he started looking at me again later or something, I was going to finish, I was going to mess with him with it later. The problem is church ended and I completely forgot about finishing my paper and I turned it in. And yeah, I didn't think another thing about it. So I got a phone call from the preacher the next day. who happened to be a really good friend, and he's just like, Sandy, is there something you need to tell me? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then it hit me that I had written on my church information, get to know you paper, that drinking was my hobby. And I was like, what person, turns in a paper and forgets to write the second word of a 2 words, not even a sentence, a 2-word phrase? So yeah, I was like, please tell me you haven't told the elders yet, but he already had. So it was good times, and I think they all believed me. Yeah, I was actually supposed to be drinking coffee and not just regular drinking, which I don't do. So anyway, that was my really bad story. Um, so yeah, I do love to collect coffee things. So that is my actual real hobby, I've decided. So on with our tasting and naming. What I ordered today is they've actually called a Presley latte. Kind of seems like it already has a name, but we're going to see what I'm going to name it. It was there again. Sorry, Grandma. It's also made with oat milk, and sorry, Yvonne. It's already also made with oat milk, but I have some drips complaining that I'm drinking oat milk. So eventually, it will not be oat milk, but this one, without any changes made, it came straight from the menu, made with oat milk. So it's the Presley latte. It's espresso and coffee. What else was it? Can you see the top of it? No? No, you can't see the top of it? There's toffee chips on top. I thought he might move the camera to show you. There we go. Okay. All right. So, I know what it said. It was the new drink on the marquee. It said brown sugar, oat milk, and toffee. That's what it was. All right. So I'm going to give it a taste and see if it's any good. And then we're going to give it a name. Hmm. It's interesting. It's not bad. It is good. It tastes like toffee. I think I'm okay. The oat milk part of it tastes exactly like they use the same oat milk. Okay, I can turn around now. Um, okay, tastes like they use the same exact oat milk from the last place we went that was so good. Native, yes. So that part tastes really good, and I think it threw me because it says it has brown sugar in it. So I was kind of expecting it to taste like Starbucks brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso, which it doesn't. It tastes like toffee. So, and toffee's good. So it is very good. And I think, let me see what this one's name is. I think this one's name is Rebecca. All right, Drips. You need to head on over to Melby's and try you a Rebecca and let me know what you think her name should be. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and espresso yourself in the comments down below. If you got a good coffee shop that we need to try out, let me know. Bye.